Well, the way that we're going to deal with this is we're going to turn this problem into the problems we were solving on the first video. And how we're going to do that is we're going to take and do the inverse of the sign here in the center. So we're going to turn it into a positive. And then we're going to also do the inverse of whatever this sign is. So if this is a negative, it's now going to be a positive. So we'll go ahead and do some problems. I think that's the easier way to deal with it. Like this would be a positive, and now this would be a positive. If this was a positive, that would be a negative now. Hang on. I'm better at explaining it this way. Get your papers, your pens handy, and let's go ahead and get started on some problems. All right, here's a problem. Go ahead and write it down. Pause the video if you need to. And I'm going to show you step by step how we're going to deal with this. On the first video, you realize we were dealing with when I kept circling this sign in the center. This is the reason why. If you see a negative, it's going to have to be changed into a positive. So if you see subtraction, it's time to turn this into a addition. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to leave this first number the same, whatever sign it is. You're going to change that sign, subtraction, to addition. And then whatever this is, like this is a -8, we're going to turn it now into a +8. And remember, if it don't have a sign in front of it, it's automatically a positive. And what we're going to do now is apply the addition rules that we just learned to finish this problem. So what are the addition rules? If you have a positive and a positive, you're going to add it, and you're going to keep the sign. So we're going to keep the sign, right? And what did you guys get? If you got 11, then you did it. Pat yourself on the back because you're getting it quickly. If not, then you're going to get it on this next one. I'm pretty sure about that. So here we go. Let's do another problem. All right. Now we have another problem. We have a -6 subtract 24. So what we want to do is we want to keep the same number, right? We want to change that to an addition. Couldn't get it out. I don't even know if that come out right. And this is a positive, so now we want to make that a negative. Do the inverse. And we apply the addition rules. A negative plus a negative is going to be negative, right? So go ahead and do that problem. It's going to be a -30. All right, let's get to the next problem. Okay, write this problem, pause the video if you need to, and try to see if you can figure it out, or you can work this one with me, and we'll do a few problems together in a second to get some practice in. All right, so your first step is to look for the sign, and you know it's a excuse me, you know it's a negative number, so we're going to have to do, subtraction. So we're going to have to do addition. We're going to leave the first number exactly how it is. And then the second number, we're going to do the inverse. Now pause the video if you like and work the problem, or you can just work it with me. Looking at this problem, we're going to apply the addition rules. And in the addition rules, if you have a negative and a positive, you're going to keep the sign of the greater number. Which one has the greater number? 36. So we're going to make this a positive. And the rules also say you would subtract here. So there you go. right? Did you get it? It's going to be 20. All right, I think you guys probably have a hang of it by now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down some practice problems for you. So go ahead and get a clean sheet of paper and a fresh point on your pen or pencil and work these problems. All right, let's go ahead and work these problems. Write them down, pause the video. Try to work them yourself. And then restart the video when you're ready to go over them. All right, let's go ahead and check your problem. The first thing we want to do when we look at these problems, when we're dealing with negative and positives, if we want to look at the center sign and see if it's adding or subtracting. Because we want to make sure that we're adding them all so that we can apply one rule and it doesn't mix us up too much. So what we need to do in order to change this subtraction into an addition problem is we need to keep this first number here. Change the inverse there to a addition. And then take this one here and do the inverse, which would be a negative number instead of a positive. Because remember, if you can't see a sign, then it's positive. Anyways, what we do now is we apply the rules of addition on negative and positive signs. And we know if it's opposite, we look for the bigger number and we keep the sign. And then we subtract. And voila, you got the answer. I hope you were able to get that. We're going to do the same thing here. What's the first thing you're going to do? Look at your sign. If it's subtraction, we're going to change it to addition. And then we're going to keep this number. And then we're going to do the inverse of this one, which is a positive, right? Then we're going to apply our addition rules. And we have opposite signs again. So we're going to look for the bigger number and keep that sign. And then we're going to subtract. All right. Change it from, oops, I think I did it the wrong way there. Let's fix that. It's supposed to be subtraction. We're going to change subtraction to a positive number. Addition. Then we're going to drop our positive number here. And then we're going to do the inverse of this one, and that's going to be positive. And since we're doing addition, we're going to apply addition rules to positive numbers that remain positive, and you add them. Now, I feel like I'm missing one of them, but that's okay. I'll be making some more example problems for you to do in the future. If you find this helpful, please subscribe and like. It only takes a second. And I hope that you guys succeed and go wherever you're wanting to go and you reach your dreams. I appreciate you watching. God bless and see you around.